Hi,
Hello,
Emre.
hello, Marjorie.
Hi.
This is my best interview in my life, I think. I'm so excited. And could you tell us about your journey in Pilates?
Yes, I started as a dancer. Yes, and I moved to the United States, to New York, to dance with the Dance Theater of Harlem. And I got injured in my ankles already long years before, already in Holland. And as therapy, they gave me the recipe to do Pilates and to do cortisone injections. And that's where I met Sean Gallagher, who in that time, he was the physical therapist, my physical therapist, and he would work with Romana in the program. So I started to do Pilates, and of course, I was getting back on my feet, and I could get on my point shoes and work more economic with my body, so my injury got better and better and better. And that's where my interest raised to study the method with Romana.
And thank you. And I try to explain some Turkish Pilates instructor. And if you are interested in classical Pilates in Europe, and you have to know this address, Holland, Den Haag, Scheveningen, Kaiserstraat 32. Everybody knows that address because this studio is important for all Pilates world, all Pilates family, because I think the first certified studio in Europe.
Yes,
That's
I got lucky. I was blessed to meet Romana at that time, and she really inspired us, inspired me to continue teaching in the method. Although I was very young and I didn't really wanted to stop dancing, I just wanted to take a break. But she took so much, and she gave so much that I wanted to teach this. So yes, I came back to Holland after a year of training with her personally, and I started the Pilates studio, the first one in the Benelux, and then she asked me to become a teacher trainer. And that's when I started the center, the first center in the pure method in Europe. So a big responsibility, but never regrets, never regrets.
It's a beautiful story, by the way. I call Marjorie Hocam, she's my Hocam, and this is honor to me. And could you tell us, Marjorie, about the education system, Romana's Pilates?
What we try to do is we try to train according to all the different elements. So it is mind that guides the body, and with a soul. We work within the system. Yeah, we bring, of course, the control and the stretch and the strength. We work on perfect posture, but we also try to keep the passion of the work. So that means it becomes a way of life and not just a technique. You eat, you breathe, you do Pilates, you live with Pilates. It's a way of life, and we try to keep that alive because Romana would say, it's about empowering us. It's about empowering our students. It's about empowering and getting people in their strengths and have humanity be healthy and positive. And that's the biggest, I think, virtue that Romana's Pilates has is the spirit. Yes, the energy and the spirit and the uplifting empowerment of being human in this society.
I think in that century we lost something about the part of the system. We lost something, We try to keep it pure and together in our company.
I think what happened is that it became a little bit too technical, like a lot of breakdowns, a lot of remedial teaching, which is great, but a lot of people can do much more than that, and we use all the elements of the body. And the body is worked as a whole and not so much in different segments.
Yes.
And also, if you empower and you give somebody the feeling they can do much more, it reflects on how they feel in life in general. So many teachers have felt that in like just being a client, and they wanted to become teachers because it's just so endless, and it's a way of life, seriously a way of life.
It's life, mind, body, and soul.
Yes,
Together.
precisely, together.
This is really easy, but it's really hard to keep it all packaged together.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's hard, but step by step, and for everybody there is something. Yes, everybody can work on their level of their fitness and get the best out of it.
Yeah, I want to. Could you tell us about Turkish Pilates and what do you know about Turkish Pilates?
Well,
About
what I first knew is that I have a love for Turkey, to say that first. Yeah, it used to be one of my biggest places, holiday places to go, different places in Turkey. For me, my first encounter was with you, because Emre came to me and we had contact. He came into the studio and I just saw this wild man with a lot of hair and red hair, and for me he became my red son. Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be love at first sight, but anyway, he came, and out of self-study and with a lot of different trainers, he performed the advanced beautifully. But he was kind of like hard on himself, very hard on himself. So I had to stop him, because I was like, okay, you're not gonna suffocate here and die on me.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's take it easy. But I was amazed by the power, and especially the spirit, the drive. And then of course we started talking, and you told me about that there's a lot of Pilates in Turkey, but there is a lot of different Pilateses, and you want to bring it back to the purest form and to introduce that. So I mean, we just kept going and we worked, and now Emre has shown that he has the talent to do that, the drive, the skills, the knowledge. And he is our representative. He is the one, a level trainer, that means a teacher trainer, that's how we used to call it, who is now building the grounds of Romana's Pilates and giving the interest to people who want to train with Romana's Pilates through Emre. So Emre is for us so vital and so important in Turkey.
This is too honor to listen, Hocam. You are so important for us because you teach us a lot, and you grow the Romana's Pilates Turkey step by step, and in 10 years, and you teach us a lot, and you give us always beautiful energy, and all you protect us, and we feel really we are in family, and we have a big
but
family
that's how
all
we
around
do
the
it.
world.
Yes, we have all around the world such lovely people, wonderful instructors, wonderful spirits, who just basically, they do the work. And they work on themselves, and they work with their clients, and we keep working to grow this, because it's wonderful to feel strong and in control of your mind, your body, and have the soul with it. It's just so important. And Joe was before his time with all of this. He was advanced.
Yes.
And health starts with ourselves, with taking responsibility for ourselves. That's where the health starts.
Yes. And first, thank you, Romana. And thank you first, Joe. Thank you, Romana. Thank you, Sharvi. And
Yes, thank you.
thank you, everybody all around the world, Romana's Pilates family. And thank you, of course, great Marjorie Oron. She's always...
And a little crazy Marjorie Oron. Yes, I mean, great, I say crazy Marjorie Oron. Anyway.
We hope to see you soon again. And thank you again.
No, always, from the heart.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.